This is what I would refer to as steady progress. We are progressing steadily. Personally, I've seen people subscribe, I've seen people like, I've seen people comment, I've seen people share with others. Kindly do likewise. Yesterday we saw something interesting: Jesus curing a paralyzed man, where they brought him like could imagine today's setting, a house being, they remove all the iron sheets to bring someone down. That is what transpired that time, but of course they used the tiles. So today, as we saw the faith of that the people who brought the sick man, I want us to look at something else today in Matthew chapter 9 verse 9 to 13, Luke 2:13, Mark 2:13, then Luke chapter 5 verse 7. We are just making a continuation of what we studied episode after episode. That is why it is called a journey through the Bible. Here Jesus calls the man called Matthew. The call of Matthew. Jesus left the house where he had cured a paralyzed man, and as he passed by the customer's house, he saw a man called Matthew sitting at the tax office. Now, Luke calls Matthew by his first name, Levi, Levi, and he said to him, "Follow me." In Kiswahili, I watched a movie one time, The Passion. He said, "Nifuate, follow me." Matthew chapter 9 verse 9. And he left everything and rose and followed him. Luke chapter 5 verse 27. As a tax collector, Matthew could have got a lot of money from the people by force, robbing, bring. Now, we do not know whether or not he was the unjust type or a just type. All we know is that Jesus called him, and as Luke writes, Matthew left everything. It was a very quick decision. About turn. Jesus called Matthew. He called and Matthew answered immediately. An extraordinary grace had passed from Jesus to Matthew, for Matthew followed Jesus forever after. But the Pharisees took the opportunity to try to lower Jesus' good name in the eyes of his disciples. Matthew had made him a great feast in his house, and there was a large company of tax collectors and others sitting at the table with them. The Pharisees asked the disciples of Jesus, "Why does your teacher eat with tax collectors and sinners?" When Jesus heard of it, he immediately defended those sinners. Yes, people who are humble enough to accept that they are sinners, and gave the Pharisees a thought on which to reflect and see their hypocrisy. He said, "Those who are well have no need of a physician, but those who are sick, go and learn what this means. I desire mercy and not sacrifice, for I came not to call the righteous, but sinners." Very beautiful response. The Pharisees, the righteous ones in quotes, stressed the importance of external observance of the law, that is sacrifice. And they believed that because of it, they alone were pleasing to God. But Jesus teaches that charity, which is mercy, is more important, and it is exactly the sinners, the sick, who need this charity. It was a sharp answer, but not unkind. And yet the Pharisees were too proud and hard to accept it. They always said, "No. As you have seen, and as you will continuously see, In every place, every occasion we are addressing, Jesus never invites the Pharisees, but they are there. Jesus never calls them, but they are there. On every occasion, Jesus challenges them, but they follow him on the next. What does it teach us? Someone who wants to put you down, your enemy, will always trace your footsteps. They will always follow you. They will always want to know where you are going and where you are coming from in order to put you down. Your friends, the best friends who know you in and out, are the ones who put you down, because they know where you walk from, where you go, where you always be, in the morning, in the evening, in the afternoon. Let us be vigilant. And these are the people who put our blessed Lord down. They killed him. They never stopped walking where he was. They never stopped going there. Even after being embarrassed, they followed him the next day, the following day. Wow. Jesus is being challenged, but he challenges the Pharisees and the scribes the more with his wise, all-knowing answers. Do the needful, do the right thing, and your enemies will be humbled. Mukhwana Isaac, it is a journey through the Bible. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Be blessed.